Hello and welcome to Invested in Wellness. I'm Jessie Sarafian. Thank you so much for joining me. On today's show, I want to take you through some yoga poses to help release tension in the lower back. So this is a very common area where we hold a lot of tension. We're sitting for the most part of our working day. So I want to take you through some movements to help stretch and strengthen the lower back. Most importantly, listen to your body, take breaks when you need to, and I'll offer modifications throughout. If you have a pillow or a bolster handy, feel free to grab it now. I love using props for classes. It just gives a nice extension of the pose. So the first, we're gonna get started. First position that we're gonna be in is we're gonna come lying down on our mat. You're gonna come all the way down and you're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna bring your feet wide, so as wide as the mat, and you're gonna let your knees fall into each other. So it's normal to have that curve in the back. So I want you to tuck your tailbone under, firmly plant your lumbar spine onto the ground so you have a nice flat back here. You can rest your hands on your belly, you can rest your hands by your side, or you can rest your arms over your head. So any variation with your arms. If you want support for your back, this is where you can use your pillow, and you can place the pillow just underneath your low back. Should feel really nice here. So feet wide, knees fall into one another, and then just rest the arms in any variation and close the eyes. Start to take deep breaths in and out through your nose. Settling into your space. And clearing the mind, releasing all of your thoughts. And staying present here on your mat. Just allowing yourself to fully be present. Notice any areas of the body where you're holding tension or gripping, and bring more breath into that space. Now bring your attention now to your back. Feel it soften onto your mat or onto your pillow. And allow yourself to be completely at peace, surrender into this moment. And with every inhale and every exhale, just melting deeper and deeper into the mat. And staying with this nice, even, calm breath. So as we move and as we flow, so it's going to be a slower class today. It's geared for all levels. So we're moving with intention, moving with purpose. And we go to the point where we can feel relaxed, where we feel a little bit of that stretch, but not where it's painful or we want to come out of it. Let's take one more deep breath in all together. Exhale all the air out. From here, you're going to separate your knees. So your legs are still bent. Your feet are wide. You're going to take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop both of your knees over towards the right. So as your knees fall over towards the right, now you're feeling that stretch on the top of your left thigh here. Feeling it on the left side of the body, and breathe. On an inhale, come back up to center nice and slow. And then exhale, dropping your knees over towards the left. So your feet are wide, knees drop to the left. Now feeling the stretch on the top of your right thigh. Hold and breathe here. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right. We'll do one more on each side. Just creating a little bit of space and openness. Inhale, center, and exhale, knees to the left. Inhale to center, and then exhale, walking your feet a little bit closer now. You're gonna lift your hips up if you have the pillow or bolster underneath your low back. Just move that pillow off to the side. Walking your feet in closer towards your hips. So now your feet are hip width apart, knees drawing away from you, arms alongside your body. You're gonna press into the soles of your feet and you're gonna lift your hips up. Chin away from your chest, coming into a bridge pose. And then as you exhale, you're gonna lower your hips down. We'll do this for 10. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, lower. So lowering, starting with your upper back, low back, mid back. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Going nice and slow. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, lower. Imagine a block between your legs. Squeeze into that imaginary block. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift the hips up, hold here. And then exhale, lower down slowly, upper back, mid back, low back, and hips. And just pause for a moment here. And when you're ready, draw your knees into your chest. Give your knees a big hug. Gently rock from side to side, just massaging into your low back. We're gonna come into a gentle twist, spinal twist here. So you're gonna extend your arms out to the side into a T position, and then you're gonna drop both of your knees over towards the right. So as your knees fall towards the right, notice if your left shoulder starts to come up. Keep that left shoulder firmly planted onto the mat. You can turn your head in whichever direction that feels comfortable for your neck. If you need support for your legs, you can place a pillow underneath your knees here. If your legs don't come all the way down. Again, adjust if you need to and hold. So twist should feel really nice in the back, overall body. Very slowly come back up to center and then drop your knees over towards the left. You can place your pillow underneath your knees, right shoulder firmly planted onto your mat. turning your head either to the right or left, or you can keep your gaze up. Just feeling the difference between sides. And then slowly come back up to center. Move your pillow off to the side. Place your feet down on the mat. Knees are still bent. You're going to reach your arms up and over your head, and you're going to gently roll over onto your right side, staying here for a moment, and then slowly pushing yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position. So coming cross-legged if you want, using your pillow again, sitting on it for support, ensuring you're sitting up nice and tall. Rest your hands on your knees here, and then just start to loop your shoulders up and back a few times. And then forward and back. And then inhale, reach the arms up and over your head. And then exhale, take a twist towards the right. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, finding your twists. Gazing over your right shoulder. And let's hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unwind, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand outside of your left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale and twist. Head turns last, gazing over your left shoulder. Holding here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unwind, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms come together, and then exhale, hands together in front of your heart. From here, you're gonna come up now onto all fours. Spread out through your fingers, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width apart, right underneath your hips. And we'll just do a few rounds of cat and cow here. As you inhale, dropping your belly, sitting bones come up, lifting the heart. And exhale and round. And again, inhale. And exhale. And going nice and slow, moving with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center, bring your big toes together, separate your knees wide, sit back into child's pose, turn your palms so they're facing up, and then rest your forehead down on the mat. Again, feel free, you can use your pillow for support for your head. And just melting your heart down, breathing into your front, your side, and your back body. If you want, you can gently sway, rock your hips from side to side here. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. And then very slowly lifting your hips, coming back up onto all fours. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, stretch it back, downward facing dog. So walking your feet out, bending one knee and then the other. Bending your knees deeply, draw your hips up and back. Again, no tension in your neck, let it go. And then from downward facing dog, you're gonna rock forward into plank. Shoulders over your wrists, one straight line with your body. Push back through your heels. Modification, you can always drop your knees here. So with plank, you try not to sink into your hips because that's when you'll feel the crunch in your low back. So if you're in plank here, you wanna make sure you're breathing into your upper back, you're pulling up from your belly. Same thing when you're on your hands and knees. You don't wanna arch into your back here. Come into a nice straight spine. Strong arms, strong legs, strong core. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna drop your knees. You're gonna shift forward. You're gonna come all the way down onto your belly. Point your toes back. And then you're gonna come onto your forearms. And then adjust so your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Pressing into your palms, legs extended out behind you. So right away, you can feel the stretch into your back. If this is too intense, you can come all the way down. So pull up from your belly, releasing that tension in your low back. Your neck is neutral. Just gaze at a point in front of you. Soften your shoulder blades down your back. And let's hold. This is Sphinx pose. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in this position. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to turn your head towards the right, looking back over your shoulder. Coming into a gentle twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, turning your head to the left. Inhale to center. And then exhale, you're gonna push back into child's pose. Bring your arms by your side. Release. Child's pose. Arms extended straight out in front of you. Sitting back onto your heels. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Pushing back up, curl your toes under, come back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So if you need to modify, you can stay in your child's pose. Or come into downward facing dog. Just a few more breaths here. And then inhale, rock forward into plank. One straight line with your body, strong arms, strong legs. Breathe into your upper back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, drop your knees. Come all the way down onto your belly, moving into Sphinx pose again. Come onto your forearms. Elbows right underneath your shoulders, spreading out through your fingers, legs behind you. You can separate your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Feeling that stretch in your back, draw the belly in, gaze forward and hold. Stay connected with your breath in and out through your nose. From here, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turning your head to the right, coming into a gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, push back. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming back up, downward facing dog. Or stay in your child's pose. Again, make any necessary movements to feel comfortable. We're gonna do that sequence one more time. Inhale, come forward to plank. And holding your plank pose. Again, modification, you can always come onto all fours, dropping your knees, breathe here. And then all together, lower our knees, shift forward, come all the way down. Come onto your forearms, separating your feet. Pull up from your belly, soften your shoulders, gaze forward and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly turning to the right, finding your twists. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, push back, child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Keeping your arms straight out in front of you. This time, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, you're gonna walk your hands over towards the right. Slightly off your mat, feeling that stretch in the left side of the body, releasing the head back down. Inhaling here. Exhale back to center, and then walking your hands over to the left, releasing the head back down. Inhale here, exhale back to center, and then walking your hands in, rolling up, sitting back onto your heels. Your head comes up last, and then bring your knees together, shift your hips to one side, and then reach your legs out in front of you. So for our final pose, we're gonna come into a supported back bend. So if you have your pillow or a bolster, you're gonna bring it onto your mat. So this is a bolster. If you don't have one, you can use your pillows. You can stack maybe 2 or 3 pillows, so it's a little bit thicker, or you can do a rolled up blanket. If you don't have one, that's totally fine. You can come in a regular Shavasana, laying down on your mat, or you can use blocks. And your arms are gonna be coming by your side. And you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together and your knees fall open to the side. So we're getting a nice hip opener here at the same time. So feel free, grab the pillows from your couch or from your bedroom. Let yourself be completely supported here. Depending on how open or tight you are in your hips, your heels can come closer towards you or further away. Just take a moment here to slow the breath down. Use this moment to let your body take in the work that you did. Notice how your lower back is feeling. So lying down, I'll read today's meditation by Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart. The scattered pieces will come together. Scattered pieces, sometimes we look around and that's what we see. Scattered pieces of ourselves, our lives, a project, a season of our lives. Where is the connecting thread, we wonder? How can we ever pull this together into something that makes sense, something with purpose, something with meaning? These are pieces to every whole, yet each piece is complete. Don't worry about how they will come together. Work joyfully on the piece that's before you, the piece that's in your life today. There are many pieces of you, many beautiful parts. The universe will help you bring all those parts alive. It will bring mirrors to you, people who will reflect those beautiful pieces back to you. Look in the mirror of your life. What pieces do you see reflective? Know it's you're seeing. Then let that part of you come alive. Pull in the parts of yourself, the many beautiful parts that have come alive. Let all the parts come together. Don't send any of them away. You need them all. Each is a beautiful piece of the soul, the life, the person you are. Trust the process. Joy is yours, available for the asking and the desiring, even in the developmental stages. Even before the puzzle has been put together. The scattered pieces will come together, the scattered pieces of yourself, your project, your life. The connecting thread is love. The picture will be beautiful. Wait and see. So with that, start to bring your attention back into your breath. Taking deep inhales and exhales in and out through your nose. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing small movements back into the body. Slowly, with your hands, bring your hands underneath your knees. Just draw your knees together, nice and slow. Extend the legs straight out in front of you and reach your arms up and over your head and take a deep stretch. Out through your fingers, out through your toes, get nice and long, take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth, let it go. And then bend your knees, place your feet on the mat, gently roll over onto your right side, coming off your pillow or your bolster, and just stay here for a moment. And then very slowly pushing yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position, the top of your mat, palms together in front of your heart. Just take a moment here to thank your body for the work that you did today. Thank you for taking the time to practice and sharing your energy. So have a wonderful day. Namaste. So thank you so much for practicing. We'll see you next time. Take care.